What's going on, guys? Ingersoll with Third and Out Thursdays here with another NFL draft profile. Today, we are here talking about Brennan Jackson. Brennan Jackson is a fifth-year senior, 6'4", 264 pounds out of Temecula, California. Last season in 2023, he had 57 total tackles, 26 of them being solo with 31 assists, 8.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 4 fumble recoveries, and 3 passes deflected. Brennan Jackson, he's an interesting prospect when I was looking at him. So looking at his strengths, he is a hustle first guy. He has a extensive second and third effort that will contribute very nicely in the NFL. He has a great motor, and unlike a lot of the ends and bigger boys, he's got stamina. That in the fourth quarter, he'll be the same person as he was in the first quarter. Fresh, high motor, ready to go. He flashes strength at the point of attack with an active, violent hand use. He's very forceful with his upper body to defeat blocks. He's, once again, a strong hustle player. The kid, we're talking about strengths, and his strengths is that he's strong. He's versatile. He's versatile when he rushes from a 2 to 3 point stance. He has the playing speed to stand up in space. And once again, he is strong. He can be a bull rusher, and his energy doesn't plateau over. So he doesn't really cap himself out with if you're a bull rusher and you have him to actually get to the QB. Oh, I feel bad for those offensive linemen. His size of being 6'4", 260 is intriguing. He's got decent size and with decent movement, and he's got length, which as a D end, you can't really, small D ends don't succeed. So knowing that he has length, we love that. Wide shoulders, long arms, and if he's got to put on weight in the NFL, he can put on weight in the NFL. He's going to be just fine. Last big strength is that he plays with leverage at the point of attack, whether it be inside or outside. His eyes are constantly in the backfield. When inside moves, his eyes are constantly in the backfield. When inside moves, linemen to either side with strong hands. He's strong. He's very aggressive with his hands. He's an aggressive edge rusher, which plays to his strengths. However, not all linemen, not all NFL players, college players can be strong. He's got weaknesses. One of his weaknesses are he can't be pulling the edge every down and expect to be consistently creating pressure. He's going to have to always have a player to off, come in for one play, maybe 2 plays, and that's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck out of him. He stands up well against the run, but he's very pursuit conscious and will take unneeded wide angles, which as an edge rusher, it's good. It is great when you can go off the edge to try to get out of the way of the tackle to get to the QB or the running back. But if you're going too wide, it's only going to slow you down, and it means you're getting to the QB a lot less faster than need to be. And that second or two of taking the wide angle does not matter how fast or how much acceleration you have. QB, if he's a good QB, ball's out of his hand by the time you get there, and that could be a personal foul, and we don't like those around here. And his last big flaw is his eagerness. He's so eager to get outfield that he will abandon responsibility against the run. He's too focus oriented on the quarterback that the running back could just go right by him. You can't really. It does not matter how good of a player you are. You have to be good at both. You have to have responsibilities. You have to be good at both run defense and pass defense, which holds him back greatly. But let's take a look at this film. There we go. All right. So looking at this film, you can see by looking at the film how he comes off the tackle, rolls around him, and boom, plows into the quarterback. High motor, high speed, high endurance allows him to get around the offensive lineman and gets him. That's good. That is great. We like seeing that, but constantly being upfield oriented doesn't bode well for his future. Which is why when looking at his film, thinking of somewhere where I can see him realistically getting drafted, I'm seeing he's a late day 3 guy. I'm seeing a round 6 guy. He's got the tools. He's kind of a freak in a lot of ways. The motor plays well. His size and strength plays well. His leverage plays well. His hustle plays well. And his biggest one, his stamina, it plays well. He's got good raw tools of defensive lineman. He's only developed more and more each year of playing in college football. But just looking at his weaknesses, it's what holds me back. You want to have all this endurance, but you can't play every down, and you can't have success if you play every down, and you're not great against the run defense. That holds you back. Those are problems that can be developed if you fall into the right defensive scheme. Those can be developed. If he's a backup guy, comes in every few plays for pass downs and occasionally can get around to the QB, that's great. 8.5 sacks shows that he can get to the QB. He can get around these offensive tackles. That's all I got. I think that Brennan Jackson can be a freak. I think that he can terrorize QBs for years and years to come. But we'll have to see. And on that note, that's all I got. See y'all next time.